at 7 o'clock. I'm going to call to order at 7 o'clock. What I'm going to do now is I'll read the statement of compliance. Yep, you ready?
Not rolling.
Good to go? This meeting is being held in conformity to the Open Public Meeting Act. Proper public notice of this meeting was published in the local papers on December 27th, 2014, January 3rd, 2015, and January 4th, 2015. If any board member or member of the public in attendance believe this meeting is in violation of the Open Public Meeting Act, the Hoboken Board of Education requests that they make a statement at this time. The board wishes to make those in attendance aware that this meeting is being recorded on video and will be broadcast by the board at a later date on cable television channel 77 and FiOS channel 46. The Hoboken Board of Education is committed to preserving the decorum of the public process and is mindful that we live in an electronic age of computers, cell phones, and other electronic communication devices. Nevertheless, we respectfully request that all meeting participants kindly silence electronic devices during the course of the meeting, and if use of the device is necessary, we ask that you please leave the meeting room if you need to conduct personal business. At this point, I'd like to salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What I'll be doing now is I'll be coming out the front and administering the oath of office to the 3 newly elected board members. So if they could join me, I'll call them alphabetically by last name, and I'll meet you at the podium. The first one is Sharon Angley. You could raise your right arm and hand and repeat after me. I, state your name,
Sharon Angley,
do solemnly swear to affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will confirm the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same and to the governments established in these United States,
to the same and to the governments established in the United States,
under the authority of the people, so help me God.
under the authority of the people, so help me God.
I, state your name,
I, Sharon Angley,
do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law
that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law
for the office of member of a Board of Education,
for the office of member of the Board of Education,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform all the duties
and justly perform all the duties
of that office according to the best of my ability.
of that office according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yep, I'll let you have that. Peter Biancamano.
Move the furniture a little.
Absolutely.
Boy, buddy.
He's got his hand on it
He
already.
does. He's got his hand on the Bible.
I'll start. I, state your name,
I, Peter Biancamano,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same and to the governments established in the United States,
to the same and to the governments established in the United States,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people.
so help me God.
So help me God.
I, state your
I,
name,
Peter Biancamano,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I possess the qualifications
that I possess the qualifications
prescribed by law for the office of the member of Board of Education. A little bit long on that.
prescribed by law for the member of the Board of Education,
And that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform all the duties
and justly perform all the duties
of that office
of that office
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Monica Stromwell. Hello. Yeah. Raise your right. You ready? I, Monica Stromwell. State your name. Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
and under the authority of the people.
so help me God.
So
I, state your name,
I, Monica Stromwell,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I possess the qualifications
that I possess the qualifications
prescribed by the law for the office of Member of Board of Education,
prescribed by the office by the Board
of Education,
of Education,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
justly perform
all the duties of that office
all the duties of that office
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So
Congratulations. I think we'll take a couple minutes in case anyone wants to take some additional photographs. Or
we'll do
well, you know, let's, my apologies. If we could just all be seated, if we're not already. Okay, great. Oh, you got comfortable. That's great. Let me try to put this back up here. What I'll do at this point is I'll call roll, and then we'll take a brief recess to pose for any additional photographs. Miss Angley,
Here.
Mr. Biancamano,
Present.
Miss Evans,
Here.
Mr. Cluffeld,
Here.
Miss Mitchell,
Here.
Miss Sobolov,
Here.
Miss Tromwell,
Here.
and Miss Tyroller.
Here.
Now we'll take a couple minutes for recess,
Sure. Yeah, let's take a 5-minute recess.
5-minute recess. At this point, we would like to ask for public portion. We have one individual signed up, Ms. Waiters, for public comments on agenda items only. I do not see Ms. Waiters.
Oh, she's coming.
Oh, there she is.
Mrs. Waiters, 1233 Park. It's going to be a little difficult because you have an agenda here with over 30 pages to review the agenda to really speak on an item that I really don't have no knowledge of, but I'll try to do my best. I'm quite sure the swearing-in ceremony was on here. I came in midsection of that ceremony. I stand here tonight again to say I was a candidate, a proud candidate I'm proud of everybody at this point, and it took a lot of courage for me to stand here and say that. For the people that depend on this, that watch this, that stop me in the streets. It's like still disheartening when you think of fair and unequality and the things that go on in Hoboken. But with that being said, this is mainly targeted towards you, Peter. When you don't have the majority, you can use it as a platform to inform members of the public that you still have a voice. And I want you to take that with you, because what I'm doing this year is going to each and every swearing-in ceremony. This one last night was the biggest for Hudson County. To see that many dignitaries there, and you're going to see the swearing in on every agenda. That's why I'm glad it's in the public portion and on the agenda. And the people, the last words you say is under the authority of the people, which is very important. Which is very important. And I said I don't care if it's a blizzard. I'm going to stand here tonight and make sure I mention that, because you put it as part of your public agenda. And I hope that's each and every one of your agendas for this 2015 school year, to act solely under the authority of the people. It's about the people. It's not about politics. And it's about accountability. I don't care who don't like Pat Waiters, but you will serve the people of Hoboken, New Jersey. And trust me, I will hold you accountable, each and every one of you. Thank you.
At this point, we'll close public comment on agenda items only. What I'll be doing now is be calling for, in a moment, nominations for president. But what I want to do is just let you know that we're going to take that action individually. And then I was requested to read the adoption of code of ethics. I'll do that after the vice president nominations, if that's okay with the group. So what I'll do at this point is entertain nominations for president of the board.
I'd like to make a nomination
Yes.
for president for Ms. Tyrola.
I'll second.
Okay, it was motioned and seconded. Any discussion? Just go right into vote.
I'm
Call
just
roll.
going to make a comment before we vote.
Okay.
That's fine.
As you vote, sir?
Yeah, right before I vote.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll call roll. Ms. Angley?
Yes.
Mr. Biancamano?
I just wanted to make a brief comment regarding the nomination for president and vice president. I know many times, especially in the media and during the public meetings, we hear this notion of in a minority and a majority, and 8-1 or whatever's being said and things like that. And I would surely come to every meeting and express my opinion, but I certainly don't look at it that way. I look at it as we're 9 volunteers here just trying to make the schools a better place. And I look forward to working with my new colleagues and my current colleagues as well. With that said, I did receive the courtesy tonight from Ms. Tyrola, a phone call, and I really, really appreciate it. She looked beyond the minority and majority divisions that we keep talking about as well. So I'm going to proudly vote aye for Ruth for president.
Aye. Aye. Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Cluffell?
Yes.
Ms. Mitchell?
Yes.
Ms. Sobolov?
Yes.
Ms. Stromwall?
Yes.
And Ms. Tyrola?
Yes.
I'll yield over to the president.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. So now I will, and I just want to say that that all of us are elected officials, and we're all here to do the right thing for the people that elected us and the children that we serve. And since we all were elected, each of our voice has an equal weight as 1/9 of the decision-making power, and we should all work together to use that in the best way we see fit. So thank you. But now I'd like to take nominations for vice president.
I nominate Tom Klupfel.
Second? Jean Marie seconded it. Call the roll, please, Mr. Moffett.
Ms. Angley?
Yes.
Mr. Biancamano?
Aye.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Cluffell?
Yes.
Ms. Mitchell?
Yes.
Ms. Sobolov?
Yes.
Ms. Stromwall?
Yes.
And Ms. Tyrola?
Yes. So as Mr. Moffett said, part of the agenda, we have
On the agenda tonight, we have the adoption of the Code of Ethics, the nominations for the President of the Board, et cetera, the approval of committees. I've spoken to all the board members, as well as Ms. Angley, before she now is a board member, that this is to approve which committees we are going to have this year, and I will be sending out an email with the committees and the normal time that they generally meet and requests for which committees board members want to be on. I'm going to ask for 1, 2, 3, and how many committees you would like to be on. So you'll be getting that, and it will also be for, there's additional items, which are the representatives from the board for NJSBA and, what's the other? The delegate to New Jersey school boards and the delegate to, where's the other delegate? Hudson County School Boards. So that's 412 and 413, and those two, I'm going to have that on the email, and anyone who's interested in those positions can let me know, and we'll appoint someone to those at the next meeting. Okay, so I think we're going for consent agenda.
Would you like me to
Or
read
read the Code of Ethics, thank you.
yeah. I'll read 4.01, approval of adoption of Code of Ethics. The members of the Hoboken Board of Education recognize that they hold authority not as individuals, but as member of the board. In order to make a clear public statement of its philosophy of service to the pupils of the district, the board adopts this Code of Ethics. A, I will uphold and enforce all laws, rules, and regulations of the State Board of Education and court orders pertaining to schools. Desired changes shall be brought about only through legal and ethical procedures. B, I will make decisions in terms of education welfare of the children and will seek to develop and maintain public schools which meet the individual needs of all children regardless of their ability, race, creed, sex, or social standing. C, I will confine my board action to policy making, planning, and appraisal, and I will I will help to frame policies and plans only after the board has consulted those who will be affected by them. D, I will carry out my responsibility not to administer the schools, but together with my fellow board members to see that they are well run. E, I will recognize that authority rests with the Hoboken Board of Education and will make no personal promises nor take any private action that may compromise the board. F, I will refuse to surrender my independent judgment to special interest or partisan political groups or to use the schools for personal gain or for the gain of friends. G, I will hold confidential all matters pertaining to the schools which, if disclosed, would needlessly injure individuals or the schools. In all other matters, I will provide accurate information and, in concert with my fellow board members, interpret to the staff the aspirations of the community for its schools. H, I will vote to appoint the best qualified personnel available after consideration of the recommendation of the Chief Administrative Officer. I will support and protect school personnel in proper performance of their duties. J, I will refer all complaints to the Chief Administrative Officer and will act on complaints at public meetings only after failure of an administrative solution. The board shall see that all members of the board receive training in understanding and in adhering to this Code of Ethics and shall discuss it annually at regularly scheduled public meetings. Each member shall sign documentation that he or she has received a copy of it and has read and understood it. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you. So, a motion to,
Motion for consent?
to have a consent, can we have a motion to vote on a consent agenda?
Motion.
Second?
Jean,
Okay, Irene and Jean Marie.
Any discussion? Or
Okay.
Call roll.
Call the roll, please.
Ms. Angley?
Abstain.
Mr. Biancamano?
Aye.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Kleffel?
Yes.
Ms. Mitchell,
Yes.
Ms. Sobolov,
Yes.
Ms. Stromwall,
Yes.
and Ms. Tyroller.
Yes. So now we'll have closing public comments. Is anyone signed up?
Yes, we have one individual, Ms. Waiters, and Mr. Enrico is indicating that he would also like to address
Okay.
the board.
Out here tonight, and I like to follow the chain of command, so the issues that I have with the Hoboken High School, I'm gonna wait with that. But I have a couple other questions that I did speak with Ms. P, but it's pertaining to this board. Right before the vacation, I seen a bus pull up in front of Willow, dropping off high school students from the Hoboken High School, and when I did further investigation, I found out that those students are not considered Hoboken students. And I think that's really important, and I don't know if I should discuss it here, or would you feel comfortable with me meeting with the superintendent at a later date, but it's like really disturbing because I thought that the people that is transferred from the high school is still part of the school system. I was told that those people that got off the bus is not part of the system. They go to another school and they bust here. So I really want to know what's going on with that, because to see your son was on the bus too, Ms. Sobolov, and he did play sports, and I'm having a problem with 3 other students that's registered in the high school and can't play sports. And one of the mothers, the grandmother, stood here and she asked you in August and again in September, and her son still wasn't able to play. Now, I want fairness, okay? And she already spoke, and that's why I'm speaking on it, because she did speak and told me I could speak on it tonight. I did reach out to Ms. P. I did follow the chain of command, and I was told to bring it to the board. But it's very disturbing, and I really want to find out what's going on with that. So if you feel more comfortable, Mr. Superintendent, I'll speak to you at a later date. But I checked the bus company, I checked all the details, and they're not considered registered in our school system. And it's really mind-boggling. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Enrico?
Mr. Enrico?
Is somebody going to answer that? NJAC? The state mandated?
First of all, I would like to wish the board a happy new year and a successful year ahead. I'd like to thank the Board of Ed for our event, which was held December 21st, the holiday fun day. Letting us use the facilities, and I think we got the word out that we do have a great system. We will continue pushing that message to the community, and we're going to be working on something for the spring also. NJEA was very, very pleased with the event. It was the talk of NJEA that following Monday. I got some calls today on it, and I'd like to thank the board for letting us use the facilities and for your cooperation for turning out that day, because a lot of work went into it, believe me. And Roseanne Versace, our first vice president, was instrumental, and Chris and Bruni and the people that I rely on. To the new board members, I will always state that we're always looking to work together. I feel that we're a family here in the district, and from the association point of view, we're always looking to work together. So good luck. I don't know if I should congratulate your husband or not, but I did. So, but I know it's a tough job being on the Board of Ed. But again, thanks for your cooperation. Let's keep working together.
Thank you. Before we close the meeting, are there any comments from the board? This side? Well, I'd just like to congratulate our new, Sharon and Monica and Peter. And on behalf of all of us, I promise you, Sharon, that there are more rewards to this job than non-rewards, and I think you're going to be a great asset, and we're all really looking forward to working with you. Congratulations. So, and on that note, do I have a motion to close the meeting?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.